Welcome to AI in 8 minutes or less, your daily AI update. So, what's all the hype about? Well, we're going to dive into the completely refreshed Claude Code desktop app. One user is already calling it the best way to vibe code ever, which is pretty high praise. So, today, we're going to break down exactly why this new interface is getting developers so excited and show you how you can use it to seriously supercharge your own coding. Okay, first things first. Let's talk about a problem that, let's be honest, every single developer faces. Trying to manage a dozen different projects in coding sessions all at the same time. It's chaos. Well, the new desktop app tackles this mess head-on. It's got a brand new, project-based organization system that's designed specifically to help you multitask like a pro. And this might seem like a small change, but it's a total game changer for your workflow. Instead of having one long, confusing list of chats, everything is neatly filed away by project. It means you can jump from building a new feature over to, say, planning an email campaign, and you never lose your place. And see that little yellow dot? That's basically your personal assistant telling you, hey, pay attention here, so you know exactly where you're needed next. All right, so beyond just keeping things tidy, the new app lets you build out your own personalized coding environment. Think of it like your own custom cockpit that fits your workflow perfectly. This is all about putting you in the driver's seat. You get to decide what information is most important at any given moment. For example, I'd say you absolutely want to pin the tasks and plan panes. Why? Because it gives you this constant, high-level window into the AI's thought process. It's fantastic for steering those really complex projects and just making sure you're both on the same page. Now, this brings up a really important choice you get to make every time you start a new session. For most of your day-to-day stuff, building out separate features, local agents are going to be your best friend. They're just simpler and faster. But if you're working on something more complex, where maybe multiple agents are touching the same code, that's when you bring in the cloud agents. They provide this amazing safety net by managing all the code merges from your GitHub repo one by one. No more conflicts. The interface is also split into these 3 core work modes, which is just brilliant. This separation is key because it lets you use Claude for way more than just writing code. You could jump into cowork to analyze a bunch of log files or use chat to brainstorm API designs. It's all right there in the same app. Okay, let's get into what might be one of the most powerful new features, routines. This is where you literally put Claude to work for you 24/7. Seriously, think of this like having an AI employee on the payroll who works for you around the clock. You can set up these scheduled tasks that just run in the cloud, handling all those repetitive but super important jobs without you having to do a thing. I mean, how practical is this? Imagine setting up a nightly code review. Every single evening, the AI can scan your team's latest work, sniff out potential issues, and even go ahead and fix the bugs it finds. You literally wake up in the morning to a cleaner, more stable code base without lifting a finger. It's awesome. And the potential for automation here is just huge. You can integrate with tools like Linear, and then your AI routine can actively pull tasks right from your bug backlog, try to solve them, and close the tickets. It can basically manage a huge chunk of your project maintenance for you automatically. So how do you put all this cool stuff together for maximum effect? Let's walk through a really practical workflow to get the absolute most out of the new Claude Code desktop. Okay, if you take away just one thing from this workflow, please let it be this. Start with a conversation, not a command. Treat Claude like a real brainstorming partner. By just describing your idea and asking for its thoughts first, you're tapping into the AI's understanding of your entire code base. And that leads to so much better, more integrated results in the end. And finally, a few pro tips. Just dial in these settings to get the highest quality output without any friction. Stick to accept edits mode. The AI is smart enough to switch to plan when it needs to. And definitely use the Opus model in high mode. It really hits that sweet spot between deep thinking and pure speed. So, what's the bottom line here? What does this all add up to? Well, this isn't just some simple UI refresh. No way. This is a fundamental rethinking of how a developer should work with an AI coding assistant. By combining that project-based organization, that deep customization, and that seriously powerful automation, the Claude Code desktop experience is setting a whole new standard for what it means to build apps with an AI as your co-pilot. It's about so much more than just writing code. It's about managing the entire creative process. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to AI in 8 minutes and never miss what matters.